Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup of Running Wild versus gillyShark at Bingo Night. And if you're sitting at home saying, Bahamut, we've been talking about adorable animals, but how on earth did we find ourselves here in Tomb of the Spider Queen? Well, don't worry, don't fear, don't fret, I got you covered. The home team this evening is going to be Running Wild. They won the coin flip, opting for first pick priority, meaning gillyShark at Bingo Night have map pick priority. Bans start on the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, banning out Dragonshire and Alterac Pass. Braxis Holdout and Volskaya Foundry banned out by the side of Running Wild. And map number 1 is going to be chosen by the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, and it will be Tomb of the Spider Queen. We check back into our draft, and we see that we haven't had any picks just yet, but we are going to get into our first set of bans as first pick goes over to Running Wild. They're going to get rid of the Junkrat. Hey Zig, hey everyone in chat. I can't wait for gillyShark to pick Rainer against Sleeper. I don't know, dude. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Sylvanas to be banned out as well. If I'm not mistaken, Kairu has a really, really good Sylvanas. I'm like 99% sure that that might have been targeted a little bit onto Kairu. Next ban, honest to God, between both these teams, I really don't know what to expect. I feel like Running Wild is going to ban out things that they've lost to that we might not have a lot of information on. Like, I could sit here and say, oh, maybe Joanna, maybe Rhaegar, maybe Stukov, because they're all meta. But when it comes to gillyShark at Bingo Night, they don't really follow meta per se. So, you're predicting a Tychus ban. Could be, could be. The bingo card is very spicy tonight. I agree. It's very, very spicy. So it should be very, very fun. All right. So did we see a Joanna ban? Is there any ban onto Joanna? I think gillyShark at Bingo Night typically ban out like Diablo or something in the second ban. At least in previous weeks. Okay, there's the Joanna ban. That makes a lot of sense. She's just strong right now. Double soak rotations are extremely strong as well from the Joanna and just the wave clear and soak and everything. Blaze, first pick for the side of Running Wild. Okay. Kyra is the tank of the team? Okay, then I'm completely incorrect. My apologies. I swear I've watched her stream and she plays a bunch of Sylvanas. I must be misremembering, but that's fine. Either way, thank you for the correction on that one, as we have the first 2 picks from gillyShark at Bingo Night into a Blaze onto Tomb of the Spider Queen. I mean, they play bingo, so I could sit here and talk about all the things that I think are great for the map, but we really have to see what they're going to grab. Hanzo Dahaka. Dahaka's okay on this map. I feel like when it comes to his brush stock, it doesn't find a ton of value since it's such a small map. But what he does find a lot of value in, and he doesn't have to go into it, but is the enhanced agility allows him to maneuver around the map quite a bit. And since it's so small vertically, he can utilize that to get quicker around the map. As we get 2 more picks before our ban phase from Running Wild, what will we see? Will we see the support and maybe some wave clears, some sort of ranged assassin? There's the Stukov, there's the Falstad, so we are going to be seeing that. The expectation is hammering for Falstad does offer a lot of wave clear. We could see the scaling of Frequent Flyer from level 1, and I doubt we see the W build because Dishonorable Discharge is a bad talent. It's just not good. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Used to be good. Now it's just... Anyways, a Nubarak ban. Don't want to deal with any sort of Cocoon, Burrow, or the potential of the beetles that are summoned out by him. Also, Anubarak's Chain CC plus Rewind at level 20. He's got 4 ways of just locking someone down in place with Burrow, Impale, hit Rewind, Burrow, Impale again. Brightwing to be banned away. She's a very, very strong healer. And we will see what these teams are going to grab. I'm so happy, chat. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. That's it. That's all the casting I'm gonna do. No, like, that is... Hell yes. Hell yes, chat. We needed Janie to complete the bingo. Maev Murden. Okay. A lot of control from the side of Running Wild. Like, a lot of just really good control. Umbral Binds, we have these stuns from Muradin, we've got Gust from Falstad, Massive Shove, Flailing Swipe or something from Stukov, Jet Propulsion from Blaze, Oil Slicks for slows. There's a lot to be had here for the side of Running Wild. What does gillyShark at Bingo Night round out the draft with? Well, they need a healer, so the expectation is some sort of healer with the Cho'Gall. Ariel, maybe? Ana will be the grab. Okay, well, there you go. Holy crap. Holy crap, is that... I like drafts from both sides. I really don't know who I'd give this over to. Ooh, Morales would have been good too, I think so. Morales would have been good too. But gillyShark at Bingo Night... Yeah, they're gonna go... Okay, I know exactly what they're doing. There's one of the bingo things... One of the bingo things is literally upgrade the 20s. All of these heroes on the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night do have upgradable 20s. Ana has an upgraded 20. Cho has an upgraded 20. Hanzo an upgraded 20. All of these, gillyShark at Bingo Night, are having a lot of really good pickups here. As I'm going to start the Twitch prediction for all of you at home. Sorry about that, that little bit of a hiccup with the camera right there, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get into map number 1 in our best of 3 series this evening. Kairu, on the side of Running Wild, will be playing the Muradin. Yeah, however you say it, is going to be on the Falstad. I did my best. I totally tried my hardest right there. Grits will be on the Blaze, Mr. Executive on the Stukov, and Covered will be on the Maiev. Over on the right-hand side, we've got gillyShark at Bingo Night. EKB will be on the... Never mind. We're going to go ahead and have a pause really quickly and see what happens here. What? There's that. I see a sorry. I see a sorry, so I'm unsure of what's happening. But apparently we have a we have a pause immediately. Well, you've got like 20 or so seconds to get your gambles in. Let's see some big gambles while we are going to wait for this pause really quickly. Oh. I see. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, let me see if the teams are ready. So it looks like one of the players just was slightly AFK. Okay. Going in. Thank you for the Prime Gaming. Oh. Thank you very much for the Prime Gaming. Yeah! Go teams! Let's get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. We got the teams ready to go. We got the members of Running Wild on the left-hand side, gillyShark at Bingo Night on the right. Thank you for your Twitch predictions. Thanks for your bets. Let's go ahead and look at those level 1s and see what's going to happen here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I do have the player vision set up as well. Hammering for the Falstad at level 1. That's pretty standard at this point. I was thinking maybe if gillyShark at Bingo Night went into the Cho'Gall, maybe we'd see Frequent Flyer for the percent-based damage, but oh my god, it doesn't matter. First blood goes over to the side of Running Wild. Lazy Hydra, you're going to be going down as well. It's going to be a triple kill in totality for the side of Running Wild. And look at this. It's early game experience, but really quickly, for anyone wondering if I can hit the right button, about a 884 experience from those 3 kills. So still a little bit of experience early game. Hanzo will be going into the target practice at level 1. He has to hit every enemy hero 3 times to get the 100 extra damage, but if he hits every hero once, he gets the 30% range increase. Cho'Gall gonna get shoved out of this mid lane. Man, Cho'Gall is getting punished. This has been punitive. In the first minute, we see Running Wild with 5 kills. I know it's a Cho'Gall and it counts for 2 each time, but still, that's quite ridiculous. Ooh-wee. Mosher, thank you for the Prime Gaming as we are getting into this. I very much appreciate that support. Thank you for the 11 months. Thank you for nearly a year of support. Level 4 coming through faster for Running Wild as they do have that level lead. We're talking a level lead against gillyShark at Bingo Night 1 minute and 50 seconds in. And I know still waves need to be grabbed, etc., but like this is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. And maybe this is one of the bingo card thingies. Maybe this is just a bingo. Lose 5 deaths in something minutes. Who knows? Who knows? Well, you all do, because you can look at the bingo card and let me know. EKB looking for the sleep dart. Are we seeing a full sleep build from Ana? We are. I'm just looking at some of the talents as well. What is Hanzo going to go for? He could go for explosive arrow for wave clear. That's going to be an Umbral Bind pulling Cho in. Hammering's coming out from Falstad, as we will have also this mid lane Bruiser Camp pushing in, and they're going to clear on the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night from afar. Falstad going to fly into bottom lane, because we do have a little bit of a back and forth over this. With Falstad flying in, Lazy Hydra has to leave, but does Lazy Hydra does manage to burrow for a second and get out of there, as we do have more fight through the mid. Muradin Dwarf tosses away and has the heavy impact, excuse me, not the heavy impact, the Dwarf block at level 1 for the physical armor. And those stacks don't just expire over time. Those stacks expire once you take, I believe it's 4 autos? Yeah, 4 charges right there. So you got 4 charges of that 75 physical armor. As Kairu is still anchoring, getting poked at a little bit here, but that armor will help out a ton. And we'll see the trait kick in for a second or two on said Muradin. Bottom lane, Siege Giants actually getting pulled into the towers by Lazy Hydra to allow the towers to clear things out. Some healing out from Mr. Executive. And the members of Running Wild already have enough for a turn-in. Actually, both teams do, as I look at the bottom right of our screen, and we can see that. I'm just holding my breath a little bit here, because I am kind of curious what's going to happen in the rotation. Will we see just poke between both sides? Runic Blast is going to be able to delay out covered. Hanzo Sonic Arrow providing vision, so is the eye from the Cho'Gall, but no one can get the ability damage onto this Maiev, Maiev, and, no, wow, first Web Weaver phase going over to the side of Running Wild. Momentum is big for the side of Running Wild. One could say, they're running wild. You're welcome, chat. Objective phase will be spawning to the side of Running Wild in each lane respectively, and we'll see how much they can get with this. Bottom lane a bit far back. Top lane actually descending just about in the front gate area of this fort, so it should get some decent damage. Chestlooter doing his best to keep stacking up that level 1. I think we can actually check really quickly and see. So he's hit all the heroes once, but he's only done the completion of the quest for 1 hero, which I think was probably Kairu, since she's anchoring so far forward. Not so far forward. That sounds like she's got bad positioning. She's just anchoring, and she's just further forward from her team, which allows Chestlooter to poke at her quite a bit. Cover taking a lot of damage, has the armor reduction from the fort, but it's not going to be enough. Muradin, Dwarf tossing, Umbra Bind, Lurking Arm. That's Chestlooter to go down, and the advancements from the side of Running Wild into the gillyShark at Bingo Night, as this is a Stormbolt from Kairu. She jumps right on top of the Cho'Gall's head, and if you're sitting at home saying, why is Muradin doing these kind of point-blank jumps? Well, it's the level 7, the heavy impact, that 80% slow for 1.5 seconds. You also have those block stacks from the Dwarf block at level 1, so you're getting double value. The expectation is that at level 16, we see the Dwarf launch, because not only do you get the increased range on your Dwarf toss, but you can also get cooldown reduction on the ability. Dwarf Toss has a 10-second cooldown, and the level 16 reduces that talent, or that ability, by 2 seconds per enemy hero hit, if I'm not mistaken. So you can get almost full cooldown if you land, well, not here, because there's not actually 5 bodies. I don't think Cho'Gall counts for 4 seconds. Hey Viper, what's up? Hi everybody in chat. Sorry if I'm missing any of you. Gall can't be silenced, right? Correct. Correct. I believe even when Cho is, like, I think Cho can get silenced, stunned, rooted, etc. Gall still can use abilities. I think actually in the video that just came out today with Justin and I think there's actually a moment where the Cho is stunned out and stuff, and I'm on the Gall and I'm still using my abilities. I'm like 99% sure. But I have been incorrect in these moments as well. Another turn-in from the side of Running Wild. This will be a second turn-in from them, and they have the 10 talent tiers as well. While we look at some of the other numbers really quickly, let's go ahead. let's go ahead and take a look at the talents at the top of our screen, as both teams actually will have their 10 talents. The big thing is Containment Disc for the Maiev, and it was buffed out a little bit ago where it actually silences at the end of the duration of someone being kind of kept in the Containment Disc. So either way, it's going to be a nice tool just to lock people down. But here, look at the level 10s for the side of gillyShark and Bingo, and I also look at Covered coming in deep. That's going to be a massive pull. There's the Twisting Nether. Big arrow from Hanzo. Containment Disc will connect onto this Cho'Gall, but it also stalls out the Twisting Nether. There's a nano boost onto Cho'Gall. Dahaka, Hanzo find 2 kills. The members of gillyShark at Bingo Night, while the Web Weavers are pushing in and taking down structure after structure, it's gillyShark at Bingo Night who are starting to build back momentum. Mr. Executive will not go down. Are you serious? What an absolute play. I was expecting that to be a dead Stukov. He had no healing available with that biotic grenade from the Ana. But here we look at gillyShark at Bingo Night, and, you know, caster math is a little difficult, but this is looking like gillyShark at Bingo Night could aim or angle for a double turn-in. Kairu in the bush. EKB, I don't know if they scouted this out. Here comes Cho'Gall. He leashes the camp. Does he leash the camp? No, he actually still is, he's still being targeted by it. There's a drag onto Stukov right there. Can they actually make the play? There's going to be a big upheaval. Pulls Mr. Executive onto the point. Flailing swipes are not available for 9 more seconds. Gust from False Step, but it's a tight corridor. It doesn't matter. Cho'Gall, you got 40 gems! Oh no! Hanzo rips an arrow. Lazy Hydra tries to pick up the gems. He can, but he goes down. Covered chasing onto EKB with Kairu, and she Goomba stomps the Ana. It'll be Kairu saying goodnight to Ana, as that was a moment of hope to gillyShark at Bingo Night, but Running Wild are running through map number 1 in our best of 3 series. Are you nudging on a mosh pit? Yes, I can nudge on a mosh pit. Sorry, my apologies. I thought you were asking a question. I didn't realize you were making the statement from the video. My apologies. I skimmed the chat way too quickly. Alrighty, gillyShark at Bingo Night. Even though they lost trying to think of the right word for it, a massive amount of gems, they have enough for a turn-in, but it's only 1 this time. I mean, Cho'Gall losing 40, that's so rough. I want to say between Cho'Gall and Dahaka, it was like 60 or so gems that they had. I think Dahaka had like 17-ish or something, if I remember correct. Baha says, yes, I can. Clearly he plays Gall, not Cho. I prefer playing Gall, personally. I prefer playing Gall. That's my preferred head to play on Cho'Gall. A criminal amount of gems. Harkin, you couldn't have said it. You said it so much better than I did. Criminal amount of gems. Well, we still have that level lead, 10-2 in kills. We roughly have a kill every single minute from the side of Running Wild. Granted, they also got 5 kills sub 2 minutes into the game. What a series, chat. Holy crap. What a series thus far. But it's Tomb. It's a little snowball-y. I think gillyShark at Bingo Night, looking at the talents and everything right now, I think gillyShark at Bingo Night need to look for a fight now. If they wait the level, they're going to have to go against 16s, which I don't think that they want to do whatsoever. There's enough people on the Kairu, pulls her in. There's going to be a Nano Boost Twisting Nether. There will also be the Containment Disc from Cho'Gall. That's a good spot for that Twisting Nether. Do they proc it? Not just yet. They don't get onto full-on grits. The Gust is good. And the members of Running Wild are able to back away. Man, Running Wild are running away with it. I know, I just used that joke. I'm sorry. But they're doing, I gotta give credit where it's due. Running Wild is doing a fantastic job with this game so far. I also want to talk about the fact that we do have the Sudden Vengeance from this Maiev at level 4, which is a 6% chunk onto heavy health pool heroes like Cho'Gall, like the Dahaka, like the adaptations that have been made by the side of Running Wild. And they also have that 16 talent tier. Gonna have that Super Strain from this Stukov. Whenever an ally with healing pathogen is stunned or rooted, they instantly are healed for 562 scaling HP. And Falstead, he's got the Flow Rider and the Ares Gust to be able to get cooldown reduction on abilities and the Tailwind I like the synergy a lot. I typically go this build. The only difference is, and it's no big deal. I mean, I think level 4 is personal preference. Hammer Gains is going to be the grab. I personally prefer Static Shield. I feel like it gives me a little bit of safety. Hammer Gains does give you HP, but I think Hammer Gains scales obviously better with the Frequent Flyer at level 1, because if you're scaling your auto damage, you're scaling out your healing as well on top of that. But either way, Web Weavers, I believe this is the 3rd Web Weaver of the game in total. 3rd one for the side of Running Wild. They've got 16 talent tier advantage for about a level, or for about, I'd say half a level, maybe a little bit more than that. gillyShark at Bingo Night, they need to turtle up and see if they can potentially make something happen here. Or is it just going to be wave clear and maybe trying to sustain their structures? It's a good joke, so you get to use it twice. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it. Thank you. You technically don't need gems to win the map, Kappa. You know, I actually thought about cornucopia of gems, and that just didn't seem right to me. But I think that is right. A cornucopia of gems was what came to mind. Top lane keep will go down. gillyShark at Bingo Night doing their best to defend against this Web Weaver phase without 16 talent tier. But that's not far off. Will gillyShark at Bingo Night go for a potential play now that they have the equal talents? Also to note, Leaden Orb is picked up by the Gaul. That's a big buff, in my opinion, to Cho'Gall's playstyle. And I think we're going to have a DC for a second. So let's go ahead and make sure that we're not showing map and all that good stuff. And let me go ahead and get the vision. Okay, it looks like one player did DC. So we'll get back into game in just a second. At least 57. That's what I thought. That's what I saw too, Pie Man. I thought it was. I definitely thought the Dahaka had 17. But either way, man, what a game! What a game! Sorry if I'm missing anyone in chat. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying my best to focus on the game a little bit. I want to chat with all of you, of course, but since there's a delay, usually I say things and then I forget what I say, and then I have to sit there and be like, "Oh yeah." So, anyways. This way we can get good casting. But either way, I hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for hanging out. We're in a little bit of a pause right now. One of the players did just DC, so we're waiting for them to get back into the game, and we'll figure things out in a couple minutes here. Can you talk more about how it's a big spike for Gaul? Yeah, absolutely. Leaden Orb is a stun for 0.75 seconds. But it's not only just Leaden Orb, it's also the fact that you have Twilight Nova, so you have the extra bounces, so you have more spreadability, more potential for stun opportunities is probably the better way to verbalize that, from the Twilight Nova. And then you also have some control as well with the Rising Dread from level 4. Each bounce of Dread Orb increases the radius by 25%, and the damage by 15%, and you can activate to actually bounce it back. So you can actually, the way that it works out, you can actually kind of overlap some of the CC from Leaden Orb with the spread of these talents. So 16's huge. 16's absolutely huge. All right, is Running Wild ready? Excuse me, are teams ready? All right, looks like, all right, we're waiting for the readies from one of the teams. We're waiting for the readies from gillyShark at Bingo Night, and then we're gonna get back into game. All right, going in. All right, I got us back into the game. Let's go ahead and switch the cameras back in. Thank you for your patience, chat. I appreciate it. We're back into game, and here we go. All right, 16's up on both sides. We do have a, oh my god, a number of bind onto Lazy Hydra. Gets the burrow, gets the tunneling claws. Nice use of Lurker Strain to be able to back away. Hanzo rips the arrow, but it's more of a zoning tool than anything else, as we do have Kairu trying to back away and should be able to do so. Jet Propulsion, Surging Fist forward from the Cho'Gall. That's that Leaden Orb value right there. Great Leaden Orb value. Is going to be able to delay out the Lurking Arm as well as the Murden to be able to back away. Big, huge pull from Cho'Gall right there. But can they actually make something happen? Cho'Gall goes back in with the Twisting Nether. Stukov's the first one to go down. Maiev to fall as well. The healing is coming through. gillyShark and Bingo Knight are turning around this moment. They've got enough for back-to-back turn-ins. They don't have Boss. Actually, Boss is up in a second. They could realistically Boss plus turn-in on the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. Oh, wait. Oh, it was the Lurker Strain. It was the Lurker Strain that interrupted the bounce from Murden. Absolute insanity. Iron Flare, thank you for the tier 1 for 20 months. I'll resend alert when we get out of game. Another upheaval attempted by the Cho'Gall, but it's not going to be enough. And gillyShark and Bingo Knight are building back massive momentum as the Webweaver in top lane descends right on top of this wave that's hitting the shielding onto core. So this will be defensive top lane Webweaver. This is just mid lane. gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they want this through mid lane. And I'm going to go ahead and show some, oh wow, yeah, gillyShark and Bingo Knight have more than enough for another turn-in. They need 55 after this, and I can do the caster math quickly enough. They've got more than 55 gems. I think they're actually plus 60, but we can look at that later. Let's talk about what's in front of us right now. We have 13 seconds on Murden. The rest of the team is up and available. Hammering's coming out from Falstad at 37 stacks. We have a containment disc onto Cho'Gall. He actually Surging Fist far away, pulls the upheaval and the Twisting Nether. The containment disc activates. Chesslooter gets the insta mount from his level 13 mounted archery. Chesslooter stepping back up. There's the bunker down from Blaze expiring. We also will see the nano boost into Cho'Gall as he has that expire. Webweaver in bottom lane actually about to push onto a fort. Top lane Webweaver still kind of healthy here, and it pushes out the wave very effectively. gillyShark and Bingo Knight, as I said, building back possibility here. Massive momentum, problems. Oh, y'all the best, y'all the best. Another upheaval. This is a split fight right now. Gus from Falstad, containment disc. Lurking Arm underneath this does expire because of the talent that Stukov has. We'll look at that in a second here as we do have the fight continuing to break out between both these teams. Drag from Dahaka attempted, won't connect. Some arcane orbs, excuse me, some runic bombs coming out from gillyShark and Bingo Knight, but that's enough for another turn-in, and that'll be Chesslooter and Lazy Hydra getting those gems in. A name I can't read, thank you for the follow. I guess it says Lazy Turtle Owen is the translation, I guess. At least that's what Twitch tells me it is. All right, back-to-back Webweavers for gillyShark at Bingo Knight. They don't have 20 talent here yet. We have a Rewind Murden, Wind Tunnel Falstad. We've got that Shadow Orb Vengeance from the Maiev. Oh, Lazy Hydra gets the Hearth out. Burn Notice from the Blaze, and Controlled Chaos from this Stukov. Bottom lane Webweaver, look how far this is going down into the lane. Webweavers descend into lane as far up as the enemy minion wave or closest structure. So bottom lane goes very, very, very deep. Top lane's already cleared out. This feels like it's more of a Webweaver phase to buy enough time for gillyShark to rotate around the map safely to be able to get wave clear and level 20s. And it kind of feels like that, but let me quickly check the gillyShark at Bingo Knight vision. So we know the enemy's floating around over here somewhere. Actually, Maiev just showed into wave. So I think gillyShark can make that deduction as well, that she's probably retreating towards the, yep, that nice sonic arrow from Chesslooter gets the vision, and no gank potential to be had. Cho'Gall checking with a bomb. Gorge Gust is better than Disc Gust, but you still like the adaptation? I do like the Maiev being picked up here because she does offer some great potential with the Spirit of Vengeance build to chunk into the Cho'Gall quite a bit. Also, it's just, as I mentioned in the draft, it's so much control from the side of running wild with just the Murden Stormbolts, the slows from Hammering, the Umbral Binds, the Jet Propulsions, the slows from Oil, the Flailing Swipes, the what's the word for it? The weighted pustule from Stukov as well. Running Wild is a fantastic draft, and gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they hit their 20s, and lo and behold, someone took the wrong level 20. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate for Bingo right there. I believe, if memory serves me correct, one of the bingos was take level 20 upgrades. And that's an upgrade on 10. 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 That's not. Hanzo, it rips an arrow. Bunker down from Blaze. Containment disc onto Cho'Gall. gillyShark and Bingo Knight are 5 gems away from another turn-in. Will they consider it pushing in while the nano boost is active? Or are they going to back off and also save their bottom lane keep? Because right now this is not looking too good right here. But either way, gillyShark and Bingo Knight looking to back away. Sleep Dart goes out and connecting onto Maiev. Cleanse feels so needed for who? I'm assuming you're meaning Running Wild. Bungled. Unless I misread the bingo card, but I'm 99% sure that was one of the bingo cards. Cho'Gall, looks like they're going to invade this boss, but they won't be able to make the rotation fast enough. gillyShark at Bingo Night. They have enough for a turn in. Cho'Gall getting the Surging Fist upward. There's going to be a upheaval, pulling the Blaze in. Kairu is getting some damage onto EKB. There's the Wind Tunnel from the Falstead, and that's EKB to go down. Chest Looter gets a good arrow, kind of zones out a few. Mr. Executive with some of these flailing swipes with the Controlled Chaos. Covered very low on the Maiev. There's a Molten Block from this Cho'Gall. I don't think he lives right there. Boss is going to core. There's going to be an arrow from Hanzo once again because he has the Dragon Awakens from level 20. Lazy Hydra on the left side of our screen is split from the team, but I think that was mostly just to pull people back and slow down the rotation to core, because seems like the members of Running Wild, 20 minutes in onto Tomb of Spider Queen, they want to end things here, and Boss is going to be helping out quite a bit. Dahaka trying his best right there. Containment disc onto Hanzo. A little bit of a jet propulsion missing, and it doesn't matter because map number 1 goes over the side of Running Wild as someone let out Harrison Jones. Oh, I think my family's home. What perfect timing. What perfect timing. Just as the game ends, a little bark from Bandit. But I think my family might be home. Yeah, they are. Yep, there he is. Just a little Bandit bark in the background. Did I have the wrong... I did have the wrong logo on for the draft. My apologies. I meant to fix this before stream, and I forgot to do so. Where is... I need to message Chess, and first pick or map pick. All right, let's show the talents and pay the people. Which team wins? Running Wild. Running Wild won map number 1 in our best of 3 series. Heroic. Oh, you're right, Ektar. You're right. Oh, all right. Well, I got a lobby. Oh, I got a lobby. All right, let's pull it back to, well, for now, it's going to be me because Bandit's out of here. He likes my family more than me. All right, so let me update some stuff, and we'll get into our next map in just a second here, okay? Give me a hot second to go ahead and update all this. We're heading here, and I think this is that. And then I need to hit this. Oh, wait, no, I've already done this. I've already done that. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot how to cast live. That. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Now I remember what I'm doing. I see practice Running Wild did against their feeder team. Running Mild is paying off. They have a team called Running Mild. Really? That's actually kind of amazing. Oh, dude, Stark is just labeling. Play as Gull. Strike. Destroy enemy scenery with a runic bomb. Play 0 Diablo heroes. Use a fighting ability. Stand and fire. Molten armor for Cho. What's the longest row? Also, my legs are getting cold. My family's walking into the house and they have the door open, but it doesn't matter. Okay. I think everything is ready to go, so I'm gonna say Caster R Spooky Worm. And I'll get the Twitch predictions set up now. We do have a beautiful sub from Iron, so enjoy that while everything's getting going.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribed.
Let faith oust fact, let fancy oust memory. I look deep down and do believe. Tabia's sub.
I love it. I love it. These are my favorite messages. I'm not being like facetious or anything. I do love these. These are actually so dumb, but they're great. Wisdom Cube, thank you for the follow. Iron, thank you for the tier 1 for 20 months. Thank you very much for the tier 1. What is standing in fire? It doesn't have a description. All right, I'm asking. Chat wants to know what's standing in fire. Standing in fire. What? But what fire? Whose fire? Like the flamey thing. Oh, okay, I'm dumb. Caster R. So, stood in fire, quite literally standing in fire. So, like, Blaze ignites oil and Cho'Gall stands in the fire or whatever. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Alright. Alright, everybody, welcome back into the draft. We are here into map number 2 in our best of 3 series of the evening. And on the left-hand side, we have Running Wild up in this series, looking to close things out in a 2-0. And we got on the right-hand side, gillyShark at Bingo Night, who are going to be looking to take us to a map number 3 through Sky Temple. And if you're sitting at home wondering how we got to Sky Temple, do not fret, do not fear, I have you covered. Now, my icon for this is not correct. I know I didn't fix it. My apologies. But let's go ahead and catch you up as to how we got to Sky Temple for map number 2. The starting out, the coin flip was won by Running Wild. They opted for first pick priority for map number 1. They banned out Braxis Holdout and Wilskaya Foundry. gillyShark at Bingo Night will ban out Dragonshire and Alterac Pass. The first map was Tomb of the Spider Queen, chosen by gillyShark at Bingo Night. They lost that map. gillyShark at Bingo Night can either choose map pick or first pick as the losing team, and they opted for map pick priority, choosing to take us to Sky Temple. I know the icon is Garden of Terror, but you can see right there is Sky Temple. So let's go ahead and get back into the draft and see what we have for our bans. There's our Lieutenant Morales ban. No Juice Pirates. Well, I mean, no Lieutenant Morales Juice Pirates from the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. And let's see what happens. Probably standing in fire. Yeah, exactly, Cat Peach. I'm just dumb. Stood in the fire was a WoW achievement for getting killed by Deathwing Overworld. Really? That's actually kind of interesting. Nicely done. Thank you. I was proud of my shitpost. I'm proud of you, Iron Flare. Isn't standing in fire a talent too? Yes, it is a Deathwing talent. It is a Deathwing talent. Okay. Juice Pirates with Medivh Cho'Gall. Well, tag your bingo cards. We had a few of those picked up. So Lieutenant Morales, Rhaegar to be banned away. Sylvanas and Joanna on the right-hand side will be banned by gillyShark at Bingo Night. Stukov and what?
For the frozen throne.
That's actually a pretty good start, really, from gillyShark at Bingo Night. It doesn't really show any of their draft per se. It doesn't show their direction. They could go dive draft. They could just go control. Nubarak is a little bit flexible in that ability, so he doesn't have to be like, oh, Greyman and Nubarak. But realistically, Greyman and Nubarak is a fantastic duo. I would maybe expect that from gillyShark at Bingo Night. Hey, Kagiri, what's up, bud? Hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for swinging by. Falstad and Muradin. Is this, I'm trying to think, is this the same draft? No. No, because Muradin was last picked in the other draft. So at this point in the last draft, it was Blaze, Stukov, Falstad. So it's a little bit of a change-up, but not that different, as obviously they won't be able to get Stukov. The members of Running Wild, they do need a support, so yep, that makes sense. And it's Sky Temple, it's a large map, so ban out the Global Brightwing. I am honored that Kagiri comes to my channel. I am. How about yourself? I'm doing great. My family's visiting me. After we do this stream, we're gonna make some soup and sandwiches for dinner and hang out and, you know, have some fun and just do family things. Mostly, I mean, they came back from skiing, so I'll probably talk to them about their day of skiing, and then we'll maybe like watch something fun or something like that. Dahaka band, that makes sense. Get rid of the global to match up against the Falstad. We actually could see Abathur here. I would not mind an Abathur from the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. I don't think... Sounds relaxing. It has been nice. It has been nice. We've been streaming. It says I've been streaming for an hour, but I've been streaming since like 11 a.m. So it's been like 7 hours of streaming so far. Leoric Hanzo. Is gillyShark at Bingo Night doing the pretzel stand? I think they're doing the pretzel stand. Zraznolud, I think is how you say your name. It's something. It's something. Dahaka Smart Bingo Ban. It locks out top right. Oh, it does? I didn't know that. The start gets Samuro. Possibly. Greymane to be grabbed here. I kind of wish that gillyShark at Bingo Night got the Greymane. I think it would have paired really well with their composition. I mean, the Greymane works with either composition. What are they going to last pick here? Do they get the Samuro? Do you really want the Schnitzel? Oh, man. Maybe I make that for you all for you all one day. Maybe when we eventually make a pizza, maybe we'll make a Schnitzel too. There's the Abathur I was thinking about. So it's a hyper carry Hanzo. Okay, so I think gillyShark at Bingo Night are going to play this in the macro sense for the Abathur. I don't think this is going to be an Abathur with adrenal overload and stuff like that. I think this is going to be like push build, split push Abathur sort of deal. Either way, that's going to be your draft for map number 2. I'm going to go ahead and actually swap us over to this screen so that way you can see and... Huh? What? Oh. Well, it looks like the bingo, the Twitch prediction started. All right. Well, either way, Twitch prediction has begun. Get your gamble in if you'd like to gamble on these teams. This could be the final map of the night between both sides. So now's the time to get some big gambles. Big gambles, chat. I believe in you. All right. We're going to introduce the teams. You got a minute and a half or so to get your gambles in. Let's go ahead and get some big bets, some big gambles. Ladies and gentlemen, Twitch predictions have gone, and we've got Running Wild in the blue on the left-hand side, Kairu on the Muradin, Full on Grits will be on the Blaze, Lezia's on the Falstead, totally got that right, nailed it perfectly. Mr. Executive on the Anduin and covered on the Greymane. Over on the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, who are trying to take us to a map 3 through Tomb of the Spider Queen, we'll see Schumann on the Abathur, Lazy Hydra on the Anubarak, Chess Leader on the Hanzo, EKB on the Leoric, and Stark on the Stukov. Did anyone let out Harrison Jones? Save him! He's stuck in Tomb of the Spider Queen! Thank you for your gambles, chat. I very much appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not showing level 1s. Sorry about that. I was like, man, I'm seeing I got a lot of real estate on the screen. I'm like, oh, yeah. We don't have level 1s shown. Hanzo, okay, you see, there it is. There's that survival instincts. I think this is going to be a Locust build. Schumann does a fantastic job of getting into, like, backdooring keeps and stuff like that. So we'll have to see what happens here. I did literally have Stark come into Twitch chat right before this game and said that Schumann on Abathur solo to boss. Solo to boss. Not with Monstrosity, not with Clone, with Abathur. I don't know how it was done, but it was done. Either way, boss will be up in about 4 minutes, 5 minutes as standard. I'm curious what Abathur's going to go at level 7. Will he go Mule or will he go for split push talents? Because I believe there are some other Locust talents that you can get. Good invade onto the camp from Running Wild here. Kyra and Grits. Yeah. Got a lot of cuties in this game. Like this guy over here, you know? He's just hanging out, you know, pondering life. All that good stuff. Top lane is going to be Grits clearing things out. Ooh, wait, hold on. Invaded on the camp from the side of gillyShark and Bingo Night. They're going to be looking to jump onto this point. They managed. Wait, not yet. Kairu getting very low here. Chess Looter looking for some of those scatters. Will get, I think, a stack or two off of the Greymane Muradin. And Falstead should be able to clear this before it gets into lane. Abathur stepping out to top to pick up that experience. We have Leoric getting the hat as well just to clear things out a little bit faster. Falstead to clear out the Siege Giant still. When it comes to macro and experience, we're seeing a little bit of an advantage to gillyShark at Bingo Night. I'm just curious where that experience is forming. It's looking like there's a little deficit in minion experience by about 1,000 or so. So we are actually seeing quite a big difference in experience, but Maybe this will be made up. Maybe it's just waves that need to be caught, and I think that's more so the case. Abathur is going to be going for the Prolific Dispersal. Increase the duration of Toxic Nest by 45 seconds, reduce the cooldown by 2, and add 2 additional charges. This is going to allow Shimon to backdoor into structures. Because Abathur's tunnel, Deep Tunnel, I think is the name for him. Deep Tunnel. It's a 30-second cooldown, so being able to have a increased duration of the Toxic Nests allows Abathur to get in, drop a bunch of the Locusts, because he's going to go for the little Locust summon thing, and at level 16, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying my best to remember Abathur talents off the top of my head. But this is going to be just a lot of backdooring from Abathur. Anubarak is going to put some pressure onto Grits through mid. We do have the double objective phase up and available. This is standard on Sky Temple. Sky Temple actually's first 2 objective phases are standard, and what we're going to see is a Leorc to go down. Now, Leorc is not the worst to lose, as he can cheat death, and you're going to see him attempt to do so right here, applying that Spectral Leech in Ghost form, and watch that death timer rapidly going down, and it's also early death timers. Also, Leorc can respawn on the battleground. You're going to see that right there, as we have a Anubarak into mid, Falstead, Muradin into top. How much will be gained from this? There was a little bit of siege, and actually, Abathur will go Mule at 7. I didn't think he'd go for this, but either way, Mule it eats maybe 1 extra shot. Mule is going to be able to save the fort. So the fort front gate does go down. We've got a little less than 50% on this objective phase. Mule heals for just under 4,000 damage onto structures. Greymane considering, yeah, he wants to get rid of that Mule quickly. Mule also has an active cooldown, so it's 60-second cooldown, but has an active time of 40 seconds. So if it's not destroyed, it actually only has a 20-second cooldown. Jet Propulsion, a lot of damage, and that's going to be a kill onto the Anubarak. gillyShark at Bingo Night. Looking like they're going to lose out on this fort through the top lane. Actually, last shots might not be enough. But still, Kairu and the rest with no Anubarak up for 6 seconds. This is an easy advancement to go ahead and grab this. And I have a pause. Let's go ahead and see what's going on right now. See what these teams are getting up to as we are in a pause. Your turn for 1400 ping. Alright, I said let me know when the teams are ready, and we'll just hang out here. I just see Stark go, so we need the winning team here to have the lower level, if possible. Hey Marlo, how's it going, bud? Bandit's still here. He loves you more. He might love us more. He also might just be like, he might have been sent in here by my family, or they might be like showering or anything like that. They did just come back from the mountain. Okay, no messages for me, so I'm good on that one. Bandit, everyone's saying hello to you. You're such a good boy. He's been spoiled so much today, and he's gonna be spoiled more after stream. As always. Well, let's take stock of what's happening right now. So, top lane fort will fall. Mid lane fort is actually, I didn't even notice this, mid lane fort is like 10% HP for this for the side of running wild. So we might see a fort trade. It looks like we have a ready coming up. So let me actually get in position to excuse me. Let me get in position to unpause the game. Alrighty, let's get that. Let's go here, and let's get back into game. Last time I visited Tahoe, we got stuck under 10 feet of snow, no exaggeration. Oh, man. That was such a good storm. We should have a make a bandit bigger option. Hold on, gotta get my sticky notes. I know I'm casting a game, but this is important. Thank you, Nancy, for the idea. Need to write that down on a sticky note so I don't forget about it. Abathur is playing with vision here in the top lane. You can actually see really quickly. Where's the vision button? So Abathur's not showing whatsoever, but we are going to be seeing a little bit of a posturing. I don't think we're going to see an invade onto the camps from either side. How do you let the dude out of tomb? To the left of the boss, there's a gem. You left click on that gem until it falls down, and then Harrison Jones' rope will appear. His rope will appear, huh? And then either way, the rope will appear and then he'll slide down. It's actually the same rope that he climbs right here. On this map, you actually left click onto this thing right here, the lid, and it cracks and then Harrison Jones comes out. Anubrak burrows in. That's a lot of damage onto the Falstad. Lurking arm from the Stukov as well. Big entomb from Leoric. Hanzo, the pretzel stand. That's going to be a double kill. Maybe just one. Mr. Executive gets mopped up by the Leoric cocoon. Onto the Rhaegar. I don't know if he's going to make it out of this one alive. Lurking arm coming out as well. And it's not just a single kill. It's not a double kill. It's a triple kill to the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Well, we do have Abathur doing his best to push out the top lane. And this might be, yes it is, it's going to be a quick boss from the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Now, quickly, do they know? Will they go for it? Abathur did go Monstrosity at 10. We did not talk about 10s, and we can look at some of the other numbers. Well, we can look at those, because we do have that Hanzo. Kairu steps in, but just gets impaled by a Nubrak. I don't think she's going to be threatened. Next objective phase is up and available, too. So, boss to distract the members of Running Wild. gillyShark at Bingo Night, they might be able to grab this objective phase 2. They're going to send the Leoric onto the point and continue to siege in through bottom lane, amplified by this boss, as there's a big lurking arm from Stukov. That just zones back the enemy. I thought there was going to be a little more setup into that one. Not the case. Sidewall to be taken down. Massive shove will not connect from Stark. We are going to be seeing the cocoon off of cooldown and tomb, and the Dragon's Arrow will be... Oh my god, Abathur chasing! How many stacks is this Abathur at right now, really quickly, with the Evolved Monstrosity? 3 stacks. Okay, 3 stacks on the Evolved Monstrosity, so you can see that little bit of scaling that is actually coming. Oh, wait, no, it's not actually showing properly. Either way, let's go ahead and get rid of that, because Hanzo Arrow comes through. Cocoon onto the Greymane. A little miscommunication, I think, from gillyShark at Bingo Night. Lazy Hydra will use the last of their mana to back away. Stark should go down to the Light Bomb of Anduin. Kairu lands the Stormbolt. That's full on grits with the flank onto Chestlooter. Drops the bunker. Leoric is going to try and just Wraith Walk right out of this. He does... That was actually a really weird Wraith Walk. It kind of looked like he had the damage reduction, but didn't. Not yet at least, because 13 is going to be here for the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Are you able to abbreviate the red team's name? Are you contractually obligated to say the team's name fully? I just like to, because that's how I cast. If it bothers you, then you can watch someone else's stream. Boom. Got him. Oh, Nancy, I did not forget about that one. No, that one's going to be... I have to work on that one over the next couple days. Burrow in from a Nubrak, as we do have the arrow from Hanzo. Feels more like a zoning arrow than anything else. EKB gonna Wraith Walk through a few enemy heroes. Massive shove from the Stukov to push this Blaze away. Monstrosity doing monstrosity things in the top lane. Next objective phase will be top and bottom. This is where the objective phases start to randomize on Sky Temple, as the first is the top and mid, second is the bottom, and then third and onward, randomize on the map. Boom, roasted, got him. Get him, got him. 3-3 in levels, 30 stacks on the Falstad Hammering, 1 stack on the Piercing Light from the Anduin. And Blaze trying to put pressure onto the Evolved Monstrosity. Let's check that stacking on this big boy right now. 267, because we round up in Heroes of Storm, from the damage on the Monstrosity. And it has 4,210 HP. Might be 2011. Oh, wait, hold on. Kairu gets pulled out by Anduin. What a big save right there. Greymane in the Cocoon will be cleared out by the Falstad. That's a massive shove from the Stukov, as EKB is so very low. Leoric will fall. There's an arrow from Hanzo that just splits the enemy. Meanwhile, in top lane, Monstrosity pushing, and Schumann on the Abathur is getting a couple shots off that objective phase. gillyShark at Bingo Night not looking to actually leave bottom lane. I thought they were going to disengage right here, but they're in the bush. Curse Bullet comes out from the Greymane. There's a big Light Bomb running wild, looking to make a kill happen, and Greymane, actually Falstad, solidifies that kill into the Stukov. Lazy Hydra's low, but not going to go down. The Hammering just shy. Blaze in the top lane, Falstad in the bottom. Shots are raining out into the respective lanes. Mid lane fort getting low. Schumann panicking on Abathur. No, I thought he was running back and forth. The Evolved Monstrosity, actually, it's, oh, they might have have been mid where Shuman was just picking up some HP. And really quickly, just going to check the Abathur. Mule is just utilized. It was just utilized, but where? Where was Mule just utilized? Ah, top lane, keep front gate. Bottom, we're going to be seeing Hanzo chain C seed. He goes down, shots from top rain out. Abathur doing some sneaky Abathur things. This is what I was talking about, the level 16, the Locust Brood. So Abathur's going to be looking just to throw these out and backdoor some cores as much as possible. You see some of these mines being left behind. That's going to pair well with the level 4, the Prolific Dispersal, because you're increasing the duration. And Abathur's Deep Tunnel is a 30-second cooldown, so that means that the mines stay out longer than the cooldown for Deep Tunnel. And Abathur basically, the way that Deep Tunnel works is as long as Abathur can see where he's going, he can Deep Tunnel there. So that's why we're seeing this level 4 specifically, because it does also offer that up. We also are going to be seeing the Bombard Strain, which increases the range of the Locust, which I'm curious really quickly, what is the Locust max range now? The Locust, 7. So it doesn't outrange structures, because the fort front gates and keep front gates have a 7.7 range? 7.5? 7.8. I thought it was 7.8 and I doubted myself. So those are at 7.8 and the forts are at an 8. So they don't, the Locusts don't outrange, but still, if you have a wave, they can really get some great value from afar while the wave takes the damage, or maybe a camp or something like that. 16 to 3, 16 to 7, 16 to 3 in levels would be insane. 16 to 17 in levels, 6 to 3 in kills overall. And actually, while we're sitting here waiting for these teams to get ready for the next objective, solo in the bottom, let's cycle through the other numbers. Let's get an idea what the damage, healing, and experience looks like for both these teams. Could you consider it teabagging if Abathur burrows up on someone's corpse? Yeah, I'd say that. I had 2 good ideas in one day. That's me done for 2022. Thank you, Nancy. Boss and bottom to be grabbed. Do gillyShark at Bingo Night know this? There's some mines going into the bushes over here on the left-hand side. They won't provide enough vision. Some danger pings are being had. A new Barak is going to be trying to step in. He burrows in, gets onto the point, but there's a gust from Falstad. The boss goes over to the side of Running Wild. There's a bunker down from the Blaze. Blaze so very low, the jet propulsion puts him outside of the Entomb. But Leoric, he wants the kill. He finds it. Mr. Executive very low. Abathur is gonna burrow the monstrosity down into this bottom lane engagement. And that is a boss being taken care of by Chest Looter. Lazy Hydra gets on the point. Man, that burrow from the Evolved Monstrosity so very well played. But this time, looks like the Evolved Monstrosity should go down and it will be cleared out. I mean, that'd be like me saying, like, oh, yes, running, instead of saying Running Wild. You just say the whole team name. It's no big deal. I mean, how many times have I casted Team Rainbow Strike Go? What am I gonna shorten that name? No. That'd be rude of me. All right, so Lazy Hydra gets the bottom lane channel. This will be taking shots on to Keep that is exposed. I'm trying to think here. I think this actually might take down Keep. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. 40 HP on the Keep through the bottom lane. gillyShark at Bingo Night have the level 20 advantage. 6 up on both sides. The Oil Slick might have given vision onto EKB in that rotation. I'm not actually 100% sure if it does or doesn't. I think it does. Entomb, buried alive. That's the Blaze getting yoinked out by the Leap of Faith. That is going to be Glyph of Faith, and this is a 20 talent tier advantage. Hanzo rips an arrow. 1 auto, thank you, dear lord. 1 auto, 1 auto. Some heroics being used for this, as we do have, look at the Falstad on the right side of our screen, angling for the Gust, but decides not to go for it. Stark and the rest, I think, can back away. Gust from Falstad could be available. Hanzo rips the arrow down the middle of this. Mr. Executive very low, and gillyShark at Bingo Night are looking to chase in once again. No Keep available. If gillyShark at Bingo Night can win this team fight, they could go to core and take us to a map 3. But that's a tall order, and it doesn't seem like it will be fulfilled. Ripping arrows left and right. Unfortunate Abathur death as he gets caught out in the top lane by Running Wild. Falstad going to be flying up here, joining in. 20 talents here on both sides. No Abathur for any sort of support. Entomb from Lyric will not connect. There's a lurking arm from Stukov. Covered is a little bit low here, but so is the Anubrek, and he is Giga split from his team. Rewind, I don't know if it's available, but Lazy Hydra will be falling right there, right then. Really quickly, Rewind on a 45-second cooldown. Siege Giants in bottom lane are going to be pushing up. Murden, Dwarf tosses over the wall. Kairu going to be looking for the camp here on the right-hand side. Hey, Joe, what's up? Or excuse me, Joseph, sorry. Double objective phase to Running Wild, and I'm looking at the structural value through mid and top. The gates are still up, so this is going to buy a little bit of time, but keeps might be threatened, or at least they'll drop low. The big thing is if you're not taking down the structure fully, Abathur can build back that HP. Oh, Mule, no. Mule, you're going the wrong way, bud. No. Actually, yes. Fight breaks out over in the top area. That's going to be a rewind onto Kairu. Oh, that's a great wind tunnel into the corner, but the light bomb doesn't actually synergize very well. It's a little too early right there. The wind tunnel ends. Stark split from the team. No massive shove for 7 seconds, and Stark will go down. Abathur looking to end game. Or something. I don't know. He's doing something here. He's going to place the level 20 right here, the Locust Nest. And actually, he's not going to be hearthing out just yet. Top lane shots will be going out onto the keep. The Mule ends, 20-second cooldown onto that one. And top lane shots do not take down this keep. So Mule should be back in about 20 seconds to get some value. Evolved Monstrosity is off of cooldown, waiting to see when Abathur will pop this out. And mid shots do end. Keeps are sitting roughly the same, around 25 to 30% HP. There's the Mule once again. Will heal up about 4,000 HP. It's a little bit less than that, but it's basically 40 times 90. I think it's like 3,800 or something like that, if I remember correct. 3,900? Not 100%. Someone in chat has the math, I'm sure of it. I'm like patiently waiting. I'm a little nervously waiting for both of these teams. It feels like one bad play from either side and it's GG. Abathur has these mines out and they can see that Grits and Kairu are floating around over here. EKB, Lazy Hydra in the bushes, and I'm actually going to swap the visions. Anduin, pinging for danger. Either they saw or they have the assumption. Kairu playing in the bushes. Nice Stormbolt. Jet propulsion into this. Leorki just Wraith walks short distance to get away. 3,600. Thank you very much. I always overestimate how much it is. So saying 4,000 is a little incorrect. I mean, because I could probably say 3,500 is probably a little bit closer. I mean, small differences. Grits looking to Hearth back because meanwhile there's a Monstrosity. No! Monstrosity, where'd it go? Did it expire? Did it die? I think it actually died. Anyways, Rewind City onto Lazy Hydra, who gets the burrow away, gets the Abathur hat as well. Grit's not able to land the jet propulsion around the corner. There's going to be a leap of faith to save the Falstad from the buried alive from the Leoric as he Wraith walks away. And it's okay. It was actually just jumped into top lane. I just completely missed it. Abathur puts another Locust Nest. He also gets the level 16 Locust Brood activated. Lots of these Bombard boys as the top lane pressure keeps mounting, or just keeps mounting. Boss being looked at by both sides. Leoric looking for the damage reduction with the Wraith Walk. Kairu already utilizing the level 10 heroic, the Avatar, as the arrow's a little bit early from Chess, but doesn't matter. Chess is going to get massive Chess literally just fired an arrow, can fire another one onto the point, and Nubrak puts a toe onto this, but it's not going to be enough. Grits is going to have to try and back away, and doesn't go into the right direction. Will be falling right there. Cocoon onto Murden on the left-hand side of her screen. Lazy Hydra trying to get past that tornado as Hanzo's looking for more cooldown reduction, and I don't think he grabbed it right there. Meanwhile, Boss, Siege Giants, a lot for bottom lane. Top lane keep falls to the Abathur pressure. Things are looking good for both sides, honestly, and I said this before right before the boss, and I'll say it again. It still is anyone's game. This could go either way. We could go to a map 3 quite easily, but we could also see a quick 2-0 from the side of Running Wild. Stormbolt, Light Bomb, Stark is in a rough spot. Kairu just dumping in the CC. Here comes Lazy Hydra. Falstad flying in. Gust is down for the next 4 seconds. Avatar used by Kairu. Lazy Hydra still trying to back away with no HP, or no mana. Stark is the one with no HP, as we do have that Shed Exoskeleton from level 4 from the Anub'arak, which allows him to have that mount speed without being mounted. And Siege Giant versus Catapult. Siege Giant might win, or they might just trade. Anyways. Mid lane Temple getting shots will take down the mid lane Keep. Now focusing onto bottom. Bunch of these mines right by the Keep. Will Mule be able to save the day? I do not think that is the case. Mule delays. And now Lazy Hydra going for the channel onto this 9 to 7 kills, 23 up on both sides. Grits steps up. This might have been way too aggressive from Grits. Is there an Entomb from Leoric? It comes out onto the Falstad. Anduin gets the Leap of Faith away. EKB, very low, has to Wraithwalk as quickly as possible. Also has to cancel that as we do have Falstad getting cocooned. Falstad was looking for that angle on the Gust as the Light Bomb from Anduin will be utilized onto Blaze. There's an arrow from from the Hanzo as the Gust into the wall is way too good. Anub'arak, Stukov will fall. Greymane to be traded. Leoric should fall here. Hanzo getting insane resets on the level 20 with the Dragon Awakens, but he's going to be taking a bit of a nap right now. Catapults are on core, and it's Abathur and Leoric versus the world. Leoric is going to clear things out at the core. Abathur is going to try and end, I think? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to lie. Objective might end, but Blaze is already going over here. That's going to be shielding falling, percent damage already being had. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the swan song of gillyShark at Bingo Night with Leoric going down, the core shielding gone, and the core falling rapidly. Abathur trying to make the plays, but it's not going to work out. Map number 2 goes over the side of Running Wild. They take the series 2-0. GG. Well played. Miss Jojo, thank you for the follow. GG. Alrighty, choose outcome. The team that won was gillyShark. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Chat would have an absolute riot. Alright, let's message Kairu and see if someone wants to do an interview. I don't think it'll be her. She actually, when she came into the coin flip, she was extremely sick. Like, she barely could talk during the coin flip. So, I don't think we'll get Kairu, unfortunately. Does one player want to do interview? Oh, question mark. Alright, let me jump into a Discord channel. Let's do this lobby here. Oh, no. Alright, really quickly, there are your talents. You got your talents available for all of you, and at this time, we're going to be joined by Mr. Executive. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory versus gillyShark at Bingo Night. And the first thing, of course, as always, how are you doing and how are you feeling after that series?
We're feeling pretty good. We were very much looking forward to that series. Very much looking forward to playing gillySharks. Hopefully they were looking forward to it as much as we were.
I think they were. I think they were.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it was a really good game. I think we lost to them last season.
Mm-hmm.
They 2-0'd us, so we were really looking forward to coming back, and I'm glad we got the sweep.
Well, very, very well played. A great back and forth. And of course, I have to ask this because I could not say the name. The Falstad player. How do you say their name?
That would be Elixia.
I had it right, and they kept saying I had it wrong. Boo on them! I probably said it wrong, but either way, it's their fault, not mine. Either way, all right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. All right, so game number 1, they pull out this Cho'Gall, and it was pretty early into the draft. Were you shifting quickly to be like, we have to counter it, or were you comfortable in your own playstyle and you were like, we don't really need to panic too much in this situation?
Yeah, honestly, we kind of had the healer lock, if I remember that game, so we kind of knew they were probably going to do some sort of Ana comp, and Cho'Gall I'm pretty sure we knew they were going to play that, and we kind of have been practicing the Maiev in our back pocket, so we didn't really panic at all when we saw that. The Maev's a pretty strong counter to it. So.
Yeah, because that was like, I think chat was saying like, oh, we expect a Cho'Gall ban, or not Cho'Gall, excuse me, a Tychus ban and stuff like that. And I brought this up in the cast, and so I'm curious to get your thoughts. Is that level 4, that sudden vengeance from Maiev, is that like the main, like that's like the big portion of like why she's so good into Cho'Gall?
The big part is A, that Cho'Gall cannot engage or disengage with his fist if he's tethered. It just pulls him back.
Yep.
And B, the ultimate that takes him out of the fight completely.
Yes.
So you basically, it gets 2-for-1 value against Cho'Gall. So it's basically a 3v5 anytime you want. If you land it, which in our case, we have Verd, and his skill shots are pretty insane, so he doesn't miss too often.
Also, same kind of question. Is it covered or is it just Verd?
We call him Verd.
Okay.
It's C10. C10 is like his organization.
Oh, because it kind of looks like
I-
covered, and when you kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's also gotten Clover before.
Clover. Okay. Well, I have expanded upon the the names that they can get. So let's move into map number 2. They pull out this draft. They have Abathur, all this kind of stuff. Were you worried about like the backdooring of Abathur? Because that is something that gillyShark at Bingo Night have done in previous games this season with Shubin on that Abathur.
Yeah, that caught us off guard.
Oh, did
to be
it?
completely honed. Yeah, we did not expect Abathur at all. I'm pretty sure it was last pick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we did not expect that to come through. Given what their comp was, Hanzo hyper carry basically. So then we realized that they're just gonna split push and play with the monstrosity. I think we called that out about like level 9. We were like, yeah, he's playing Locust build. They're probably gonna go Monstro. So yeah, we just had to adjust and we just had to force fights pretty much. And our plan was just against Abathur. He's weak against siege. He's weak against camps. So we just did everything we could to get the lane prio, and we were able to force boss 1 or 2 times in bait fights that way.
It was extremely well played. The last question I have is, at any point with just so much chaos happening on Sky Temple, were you nervous about kind of falling behind? That the buildup of the Abathur pressure, would that be a thing, or were you pretty calm, cool, and collective as a team?
I think there was a little chaos. I want to say around level 17.
Okay.
But I think we tend to do that. That's just kind of the Running Wild special. We kind of panic late game sometimes.
Sure.
And I think it happened once where I threw a light bomb out and we also gusted. It was one of the last top fights.
Yes,
at the same time. Because I put it on Greymane to dive on Stukov, and it was just like a miscommunication. But I think we were pretty confident with our 20s, where our 20s were just stronger. If we got team fights, we won after 20.
Well, it was a fantastic series. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory against gillyShark at Bingo Night. Are there any shoutouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours.
Definitely. Well, first of all, thank you, Bahamut, for casting us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Definitely the team Running Wild. All the subs too. We've had quite a few roster changes over the last 2-3 seasons, so it's really good to finally have a solid team that likes to play together. It's a lot of fun. So
nice.
And the NGS org for sure, and gillySharks obviously too, for the good games.
Oh, it was a fantastic series. Thank you again for the interview. Congratulations on your victory. I look forward to seeing you all further down in season 13 of NGS, and enjoy your victory this evening. I'll see you probably some point during the season, I'm sure.
Sounds good, sir. Thank you.
You have a good one. Thank